Okay, let's talk about some of the ways we can use a wall for assessing posture and alignment. So first of all, let me have everybody just stand here with your back against the wall. Let's come all the way up to the wall with our heels touching, our hips touching, our shoulder blades and shoulders on the wall, and then even the backs of our heads. So notice how even to just stand straight up and down like this in this straight anatomical line is difficult. Everything about us wants to come back into our forward, living, rounded posture. So even this is a great tool to help us learn to stand in a more upright and erect position. So another thing we can watch here is that we all, Westerners, have such a tendency to walk around, drive, and live with a forward head, with our chin jutted forward. And so this feels so unnatural for us to draw our chin back slightly and put our necks in line with our spine. So one of the first things we can do is just stand here and notice how nice that cervical spine feels when our head is slightly back and our chin is level with the floor. So that's just kind of a good learning tool for us. The other thing we can look at is the natural lumbar curve of our lumbar spine. So everybody just slide your hand behind your back and see if that's easy for you to slide your hand. Now I want you to try something. I want you to see if you can keep your hips and your shoulders on the wall and then press your lower back into the wall. And chances are, not very many of us can do that because we have a lumbar curve. I have a pretty pronounced lumbar curve, so that's really hard for me. So the point here is if we put our hand on our belly and engage our core, our abdominal muscles, and we slide our other hand behind our back, we start to see where our natural neutral spine is. And then we can take that with us everywhere else we go. So if we keep that strength and we begin to move in hip flexion, hinging from the hips, or coming down into chair pose, or any of our yoga poses, we want to make sure that we keep that alignment. So being at the wall teaches us what that feels like. So that's a really good one. So maybe we can get in partners and kind of just check out each other and look at the difference in each other's lumbar curves, cervical spine. And then let's do a little assessment at the wall with range of motion. So again, lining our whole body up to the wall and then bringing our arms here in this goalpost or cactus position. Just notice what kind of range of motion you have there. And as you begin to move your arms up and down, start to notice if you're able to keep your hands, your hips, your head on the wall. And without any judgment, just noticing what kind of range there is as we move through that arc. And then let's partner up and let's just notice the differences again in our shoulder structure, the way our shoulders move. Using the wall is a great way for us to just look at a body in a little bit different way.